Howdy, my noble friends, SirKakaBabu is back with World of Tanks, and this time we are again in the Tier 6 British tank destroyer, the 88. We find ourselves on the map Widepark, which is a weird map. I mean, if you can imagine that Tier 10 vehicles used to land on this map, and it was just totally broken. At the spawn point, people used to get spotted by the mega view range of tier 10 vehicles, but whatever, Wargaming decided to change it. Still, I think this map is still too small, and perhaps low tier tanks should only be allowed to land on it. But anyways, we are over here as top tier in the 88 against tier 5s and tier 6s, and right off the bat I have decided to move on this area so that I can start to get some action without delay. All I need right now is for the enemies to come forward and just take the punishment I am thinking about giving it to them, basically. My counterpart, the Su-100, the deadly Soviet tank destroyer, if played correctly, it is just one of the most powerful tank destroyers at tier 6, and I really like it. However, this time the Su-100 in front of me is not using the 122mm gun, and also he was not in a good position. Su-100 might be many things, but it is not well armored. Now I am continuously firing on the VK3001H, and he is angling so well that my low caliber rounds aren't really doing that much. I think one round went in, but now this one of course went in. Now I'm switching to the HE round, and by the way, don't bother about those there's a replay bug, so we don't see the ammunition and stuff. Thankfully Su-100 is trying to move back and forth and kite us. Okay, what happened? Su-100, oh well, actually my mistake, he was using the 122mm with APCR, I might add, but since we were our weak spot was hidden behind this bridge arch, he couldn't penetrate us, and that is fantastic. If you find yourself in a top tier matchup in the 88, then you owe it to your team to get at the front and just destroy the enemy vehicles using your fantastic armor which you have. Otherwise you would be doing everyone, most of all yourself, a disservice. Now the T-34 at the back over here somewhere is continuously firing HE rounds at me because he couldn't pen me with any other round. So that is a annoyance really. He is like a mosquito pricking me. I now decide to move up forward, and would you believe it, we are behind on hit points. Lafay RT, the bane of my existence, is still present in this game, and my plan was to keep the T1 heavy spotted so that I can keep him tracked and well kill him. However, I myself am permanently tracked over here, and I'm hoping to move out of the harm's way so that this Lafay RT can just back off a bit. I am going to move against the Panzer 4H. We finish him off, and this time I am going to not move ahead aggressive. Oh, but thanks P43 Bis for shooting at me, bouncing and alerting me to your presence over there. P43 Bis wasn't sure of himself. He was like, uh-oh, what is going to happen? So now I am going to wait around a bit for my repair pack to come back online, because in turretless tank destroyers which are heavily armored. The tracks are your friends if they are on and are enemies if they are not on. So you want your tracks to be active all the time. Now I'm in a catch-22. In front of me is a Wolverine. If I move towards him, T1 heavy over here would put rounds into my back and sides. If I turn towards the T1 heavy, then Wolverine would come after me. So I show my backside to the T1 heavy by also like taking a bit of cover from the corpse of VK2801. Now I'm in a position that Wolverine is behind the church. He cannot shoot at me, and I am facing toward the T1 heavy, who isn't feeling so hot anymore like he was feeling a little while earlier. I am totally safe from one direction, and I put 3 rounds into him, and we finish off the T1 heavy. Check out the kill count, my noble friends. We are on 5 kills, and everyone on our team is moving towards the Wolverine to get the kill away from us. Thankfully OI misses the target, and I move in front of Wolverine, not giving him any quarter. He kills the T-34S, but eventually I finish off the Wolverine, securing the top gun for myself and basically the victory for the home team. Meanwhile, my actual true counterpart, the 88, who was the only vehicle who could give serious trouble to me, decided to move on to the other flank. Now we see him in front of us. We put 1 round into it, and Cromwell B finishes off the 88. However, the OI behind me fired as well, and he was hoping to get the kill as well. So basically, both heavily armored vehicles, myself and the OI, were on this flank, and weakly armored vehicles couldn't do anything against us. However, we still moved on swiftly, made the most of our favorable situation, and secured a fantastic result for the 88. Now let's check out the post-game stats. So on to the post-game stats, partners. Alright partners, we got Mastery Badge Ace Tanker for killing 6 enemy vehicles and doing good amount of damage with 50,000 credits and 4,336 experience as well. Top Gun medal, of course. Steel Wall for bouncing a hell of a lot of shots from all those enemies in front of us, and High Caliber for our almost 3k damage with 1445 base experience. Not far behind was that dude called Top Gun, and he most certainly wanted to get the Top Gun, but we beat him to it. He got 1592 damage with 4 kills, and well, commiserations to the enemy 88, who, if only he were on this flank, he might have prevented the roll up of his own team. With 43 rounds fired, 30 hits and 22 penetrations. So our marksmanship was not on point, but then one has to remember that we were firing a lot of blind rounds and moving continuously so that the enemies don't really hit our weak spots, and we even ended up making 21,215 profits. So partners, I hope you enjoyed this Mastery Badge Ace Tanker in the 88, and I hope the 88 would be highlighted in a way that you guys would jump into your own 88s and see what kind of matchups you get. Just move on swiftly into the enemy ranks. Try not to expose the weak spot and place your vehicle in such a manner. If not, its armor can hold up against equal or low tier targets. However, don't expect to bounce any rounds or your armor to work against higher tier opponents. So it is just about making the armor work and continuously firing that gun and whittling those enemies down. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this game, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. So until next time, goodbye my noble friends.